Hello friend, today we're going to see what artifacts you can find in the Lesser Zone. Legendary artifacts are better to keep and use, but ordinary ones should be sold. The first anomaly is located on the tanks in the Pol Depot location. You can find 4 large tanks and a ladder upstairs with lightning bolts along it. Of course, you can climb the ladder and use the first aid kit, but I'll show you a safer way up. You need to run a little further. At this point, I'm going to open the map to show you where this place is. Here you need to climb on the metal pipes. Objects lying nearby will help a little. A big jump and you're on the pipes. Now run forward and stop in front of the ladder on another big cyst. This ladder doesn't reach the ground, but from our position we can jump to it and thus climb up without any problems. At the top we have an electrical anomaly. Here you will randomly find one of the electrical artifacts. It could be one of these artifacts. Note that you can only pick up an artifact from an anomaly once. Theoretically, you can save before searching for an artifact, and if you don't get the one you want, load the save, wait for the drop, and try again. But this is really very long and boring, so I advise you to take what you get and move on. There will be a lot of artifacts in the game, and there is no point in focusing on one location. For some reason, it took me a long time to find the artifact in this particular location, but it finally dropped out. This time, it was shop class. It's an uncommon artifact, but it doesn't stand out, and I don't see any point in using it for equipment. So I admire the artifact, what it looks like, read the description and sell it. Money is more important now. The next anomaly is of gravitational type. It is located in the Meadow location. Here you can also find any artifact from the list at random. There are 17 gravity artifacts in total. The location is not difficult. You can see transparent fluctuations in the air. These are dangerous places that do a little damage and also throw you away. It's a little disorienting, but you can use a bolt to deactivate the anomaly for a short time. You need to move with constant control of the space around you to understand whether an anomaly that is nearby or that you have deactivated will harm you. Otherwise, it's simple. You keep an eye on your detector and look for the artifact. As soon as it appears, grab it and run to a safe place. This time I got wrenched. Of course, I wanted something more useful, but that's okay. It will also come in handy because it can be sold. We look at what the artifact looks like and run for the next loot. The next one will be a chemical anomaly, or acidic. You can get to this location in the story by completing tasks, but there is an option to complete the story without visiting this place. So I'll tell you how to get there. On the map you see the location of my character. You need to enter the building, and in one of its rooms you will see the entrance to the dungeon. It is through this passage that you will reach the anomaly. Be careful, there is a bloodsucker waiting for you underground. In a fairly narrow space, it's not difficult to kill him, but still, his appearance shook me. It gave me goosebumps. Through the underground tunnel, you reach a chemical anomaly. Acid puddles are characteristic, among which you will find one of these artifacts. There are 18 different types of artifacts you can find here. Among them, you may come across a legendary and very useful artifact, so look carefully at what you find before you sell it. I found liquid rock a little later, and I still use it to this day. This artifact significantly reduces the damage from radiation and chemical poisoning. This time I got mold. This artifact will be for sale. We admire what this artifact looks like and move on to another location. The next location is Ribs. Here you will also have a storyline task, so you're unlikely to pass by this location. So don't forget to find and take the artifact from here. It's a gravitational anomaly. It's the same as the Meadow location. You will randomly come across one of these artifacts here. There are 17 gravity artifacts in total. In the initial locations, the artifact in the anomaly changes only after being ejected, so you shouldn't use the save method to look for something special here. Just take what falls out and move on. Believe me, there are still many more anomalies and artifacts ahead. This time, I found a stone heart here. It, like most other artifacts, will be sold. The next location where you will find the artifact is called Magnetic Cave. The name itself tells us what is here. And there is a thermal anomaly here. In the cave, in the centers of the anomaly, pillars of fire rise up and burn you. They cause damage, but not so much that it is impossible to stay in the cave. Besides, if you are very careful, you won't get into the fire at all. You can find one of the 17 artifacts here. They fall out as randomly as in other anomalies. The scheme of what you need to do is simple. Go in, scan the space, find the artifact, and leave safely. At the exit of the cave, be careful. There are mutant animals running around. You'll have to deal with them, but this should be a problem for you. This time, I got a flaw in this anomaly. It's interesting to see what it is and what it looks like, but I realize that it is again an item for sale. And what did you get in the anomalies? Write in the comments. I'm very interested. And we're moving on to the next artifact you can get in the Lesser Zone. The next artifact is in an anomaly called Poppy Field. Here you can find one legendary artifact that looks very nice, but has no practical value. Most likely, you will only need this artifact to get the achievement, but you don't want to sell it. The secret of the Poppy Field is that you can't stay in this place for long without power. On the map, I marked the place where the artifact is located. You need to run to the corner of the building, and there is a weird flower artifact a little to the right. It is easy to see. It has a bright blue color that stands out among the general red field with poppies. I recommend to save yourself before entering this field. You may not succeed the first time. Also, make sure you can run fast without any problems. You shouldn't go for this artifact with an overloaded backpack. Put your energy drink on quick access so that you can quickly drink a drink at the touch of a button and go in search of the flower. The next artifact is also unique, but it is already very useful, especially at the beginning of the game. You should pick it up as early as possible to make the game easier. This artifact is located in the Bulba location. I have a detailed video on my channel on how to find and get this artifact and how to successfully exit the anomalous zone. In short, there is an anomaly in the center of the lake that draws everything in. It acts in waves. In the intervals when the anomaly is not active, you need to run to it, hiding behind various objects. Pick up the weird ball and get out of the anomaly in the same way. This ball absorbs bullets when you are shot at, which, of course, significantly reduces the damage you take in gunfights. The good thing is that this artifact has no negative characteristics. It is not radiating, so you can wear it without harming your health. These are all pluses, so don't even think about selling it. The money you get for it will not be worth the benefit it brings. So let's see what this ball looks like. An ordinary ball, even a little ugly drawn. But this artifact is the best thing you can take away from the Lessez Zone. The next artifact is on a small island. There is no anomaly here, but there is a dead stalker. An artifact is lying next to him. He doesn't seem to need it anymore, but you will need it. You can see the location of the island on the screen. No matter how it sounds, it's easy money. There are no enemies, no wild animals, unless you come across them on the way, but that is the conditions of movement in the zone. And as a result, you get an artifact that you can sell and get extra money. Let's see what we got. It's an interesting thing. The last artifact for today also lies right next to the dead stalker. On the map, you can see the location where you can find this place. Be careful not to enter the territory of the checkpoint. There are a lot of soldiers there and a fierce battle awaits you. From the side, quietly run up to the wall, find the artifact, take it, and leave. It's just an ordinary artifact that will be sold. Extra money without any problems. If you liked my video, please like and subscribe, and check out my previous video where I talk about all the stashes in Lesser Zone. See you soon, my friend.